Greetings and salutations one and all. Welcome to a brand new week right here on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. How you doing? Ooh yeah. Sound of bass, also known as Trilogy. The track is called Harder. Yeah man, harder, we're going harder. Not softer, harder. Not easier, harder. Inviting you to call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. The community and finance night. Call a friend, tell a friend, call an enemy. Friends of your friends, enemies of your friends, and everybody else. So we have the friends, the enemies, the friends of your friends, friends of your enemies, and the enemies of your friends. That covers all the bases, right? Just about. I want to say big ups to all the affiliates out of the UK. One Ham on the radio. Top of the morning to you guys over there in the UK. Big ups to those in New Jersey, NIE Radio. Those in New York, Ireland, worldwide, big ups to you. Out of Texas, WGLRO, home of the Donnie Walker Morning Show. The People Station. Out of South Florida, my neighbor, ClintonLindsay.com, the Foundation Radio Network. And I want to say thank you to some segment sponsors. But before I do so, I want to also welcome those who are locked in on TuneIn Radio on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. I want to thank you all. Those on Facebook Live, welcome. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. You have my word, I wouldn't even try. I want to say thanks to Paul C Media Group for sponsoring this first segment of the broadcast. When being in the moment is priceless, give them a call for innovative streaming and recording solutions. The number to use 754-999-6020. When you call them, tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. I want to say thanks to Reggae Global Entertainment. Reggae Global Entertainment will act as your booking agents, take care of your tour management, handle your copyrights, publishing, trademarks, business registration, legal service referrals, music production, marketing and promotion, and so much more. Give them a call, 954-998-8034, or check them out online at reggaeglobalentertainment.com. Thank you to GMAT Music Solutions, bringing your event to life, providing sound, light and stage production services, musical equipment, PA systems, audio engineers, DJs, bands, musicians, singers. Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC. That's 754-307-4622. Or check them out online, gmatmusicsolutions.com, where you can also do your online shopping. And a super special thank you to Althea and her healing heavenly hands. Althea Essue is a licensed massage therapist, among other things, which I have the privilege and honor to say we will find out much more about these things right now as we speak to my super special guest for the evening. Yeah, so those who watch regularly, you'll notice I didn't do my segment sponsors in any part in the regular order that I normally do it. And that is because I have my guest, my second segment sponsor, as my guest for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll have her introduce herself to you. The one and only, no stranger to the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew, but in a brand new capacity tonight. I present to you Miss Althea Essue.
Greetings, everyone.
And the crowd goes wild.
As they should.
Right, you know, it's okay. You can own the crowd. You can own the crowd. Althea, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
As I make one quick adjustment over here.
Pleasure.
It's just you on screen, so you get to soak that all in. And introduce yourself real quick. Actually, let me take this topic off, and there you go. There's your name and everything.
Okay, so let me see where to start. Do I start from current and go back, or from start back and end with the current?
Well, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back and end with the current.
Okay, thank you. So, all right, first of all, I'm a mother. I'm a retired banker of 30 years. I am a licensed massage therapist for 21 years. I am retired from the United States military. I am a retired soldier. Recently, I a certified personal trainer.
Okay, I think that pretty much covers all the easy bases. We can work with that. We can work with that. Um, so a mother, banker, massage therapist, personal trainer. That's that's kind of a lot to toss into one package.
You forgot the soldier.
Yes, soldier. Yeah, I can't leave that out. So you retired from banking after 30 years,
Yes, I started when I was 5.
apparently, because it's not quite possible. Wait, did you say you started when you were 5? Just to make sure.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I counted right. All of
Yes.
5.
All 5. Yes.
Cool. So and that kind of shows on your face when you say you started that young, because for you to have been in the military, did 30 years of banking, and still do a massage, be a massage therapist for 20 years, and now a personal trainer. All of it was happening at the same time.
No, I am what most people would call a hustler.
Oh, okay.
And I learned at an early age
Hmm.
never to put all your eggs in one basket and to have multiple income streams, because if something were to happen to one of those income streams,
Hmm.
your family still needs to be taken care of. The bills don't stop coming in,
Right.
and there are things that we've become accustomed to that we still want to continue. Plus, we may not be so fortunate to be able to work past a certain age. And the way that the system in this country is set up, it's called, we all know it as Social Security.
Hmm.
And back in my early days in banking, I went to a training, and I heard someone, an investment specialist, refer to it as social insecurity.
Mm.
And that stayed with me for a long time, because we know that whatever we do, we decide to do to earn a living, to take care of our families, to take care of our financial responsibilities.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's not enough for us to be able to save save enough, I should say, for the day that we can no longer physically work or get an income.
Right.
So that's when I started, doing other things, and I get bored very easily. So
Well,
if
apparently
if
not
I'm
not
not,
easily enough. Either that or banking was really exciting for you because you managed to squeeze 30 years into that.
um, oh yeah, it was different things that I did. I never stayed in the same position. I started out as a teller
Hmm.
and worked my way up through the ranks. And at one point, I was managing 2 branches simultaneously.
Say what now? I just kind of had to pause for a moment to let that soak in. You managed 2 branches
At the same
simultaneously.
time, Yes.
Okay. How exactly did you manage to pull that off?
My good looks and my charm.
There you
No,
have it, folks.
seriously,
You can get by in life on good looks and charm.
but no, seriously, when that happened, the one of the branches was supposed to be closing down, and the two branches were supposed to be consolidated into one.
Hmm.
And as we know, the customer is almost always right. And when they heard that their branch that they've been going to for multiple years was going to close,
Hmm.
they threw a hissy fit, and they could not
The bank couldn't just.
find someone to come in and manage that branch. The customers were already used to me, so I literally would spend a half a day in one branch and go. They were like within 5 minutes driving distance of each other, so it's not like I had to do a lot of traveling.
Okay, so
So
all right, so that was it a bank merger that caused two branches to be so close together.
yes,
Oh, okay,
yes,
cool, understandable.
yeah, it was a merger, right? And then those two branches, because they were so close in proximity, without asking what the customers wanted, the powers that be just thought, oh, we'll just close down this branch because it's old, it's antiquated, and we'll move everything into the newer, more modern branch.
And the people said no, that won't work.
No, they weren't. So that's how that episode of my life happened, and it was pretty exciting. I can tell you, there was never a dull moment.
Okay, cool, we can work with that. Now, so with that 30 years, somewhere in there came along this massage therapy thing. Now, for those who are regular listeners, they have heard you come on to the broadcast on occasions, and you have given us some financial advice from time to time. You've chimed in there. You have chimed in a couple of times on Healthy Love, giving some pointers there. I haven't, as far as I can recall, officially had you on as a massage therapist.
Yeah, you did.
Was it as a massage therapist?
Yes, as a massage therapist, and it was about relaxation and the benefits of massage.
Okay. See? Yeah, it's a good thing somebody else's memory is better than mine. So, there was that. But,
Yes.
so, people got a little bit of an introduction to the healing heavenly hands. Now, those healing heavenly hands have decided to take it a step further, and here comes ChYoLi. And I'm pretty sure people are looking at this title ChYoLi and going, what in heaven's name is that? Is that even a word?
It's my word.
Okay. So tell us what ChYoLi is, and we'll. All right, let's start with that.
Okay.
How you came about this word, and then we'll move on from there.
Okay. So, um, 3 years ago, and for my annual physical, this is something that I've always done. My health means a lot to me. So, went for my annual physical, and you know, the doctor, they did whatever test they had to do, and normally they would either send you the results in a confidential email, or they'll call you and give it to you over the phone. I knew something was wrong. when I received a call from her medical assistant asking me to come into the office. So I went in, and she had some concerns. It was my blood pressure was starting to escalate. And for me, my whole life, my blood pressure has always been on the normal, but on the lower normal side. So
Okay.
most people would look at me and say, oh, well, your blood pressure is only this. For me, for my body type, that was considered borderline hypertension. And if that wasn't enough, she goes, my blood sugar was out of control, and I was pre-diabetic. And I kid you not, if somebody had walked in there and backhanded me, it probably wouldn't have hurt or got my attention as, like when she said borderline hypertension and pre-diabetic. And the reason that scared me, it literally scared me straight, is I have an older sister who, due to hypertension, had a stroke at 42. And my father, who is still alive, is diabetic. He's 94, by the way. Just there.
Your father is 94.
Yes, he turned 94 in January.
Wow. Okay.
And then having other family members that have cancers, blood pressure, you go down the list of ailments, and I could check it off that somebody in my family has that. So I had two options. And let this diagnosis from the doctor kill me, because I would just stress out about it, which would further raise my blood pressure, throw me into depression, or I could do something about it. So I took the healthy way out, and I tried to lose the weight by myself. I tried to start eating healthier.
Okay.
But it was not working for me. And one of the hardest things for me is to ask for help. Yeah, I sometimes, I was told that I think I'm Superwoman sometimes because I like to do things myself.
Well, it's either that or you're stubborn.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
Okay. Let's see. Can we have any of our family members that are listening in? 773-789-STEW. Numbers to call, numbers to text. Please, want to hear whether or not Althea Essue is stubborn. 773-789-7839. Don't be afraid to call. There's nothing that she can do to you from over the phone. I can't guarantee you what happens afterwards, but, come spill the beans.
So when I realized that I could no longer go on this journey by myself, a very dear friend, I noticed that she was transforming. She wasn't the same person physically because she also had health issues.
Okay.
And I literally just went up to her one day and said, all right, whatever you're doing, I need to know because I need to start looking like you. And that's where the journey. And I had a personal trainer.
Okay, you just cut out. You said that's where the journey started?
I'm sorry?
You just cut out for a moment there. You said that's where the journey started?
This new journey that I'm on, that's where it started when I went to my friend and just, confided in her. And she introduced me her personal trainer, who time I didn't know who was also a certified nutritionist. So I got a twofer.
Okay, cool.
And I remember when I first walked in there, is someone who my oldest child is older than this individual. And I'm like, okay, I am going to listen to what this person has to say, and they're going to help me get healthy. They're going to help me to lose weight. They're going to help me to eat healthier. Then he goes, when you come, we had a consultation prior to the visit, and he says, when you come in, this is something that he does, is to wear. He told me what to wear.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in there, he goes, okay, I had this T-shirt that probably was 2 sizes too big already.
Okay.
But I felt comfortable in my 2X T-shirt because
Right.
it covered up everything.
Right.
He's going to have the nerve to ask me to take the shirt off because he wants before pictures. And I looked at him and I went, huh? Thank God he did not listen to me, and he went ahead and did what he had to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because that when he showed me those pictures, the slap that I wish I would have had in the doctor's office
Right.
was on the other side of the face.
So the pictures that he took was like something new to you, but this is a picture of you.
Okay, can you please tell me when you take your clothes off and look in the mirror, what imperfections do you see?
None. I have the body of a god. Now, which god? I don't know, but
That's what I was about to say. I was trying to find a way to put that very diplomatically. But and we all know that we look at ourselves every day.
yes.
But do we pay attention to what we're looking at? And I wasn't. I wore a lot of people when I share my story with them. And yes, I do share those pictures. And they look at me like, I didn't know you were that. I didn't know. I said, I wore clothes to disguise all of that.
Listen, I've known you for a while, and I would say you were pretty disguised. I have a couple of pictures here of you. One of them being, let me put this up. A picture of you on one side wearing this black dress, and then on the other side you have a picture in this red dress.
Yes. So the picture in the black dress, I think I sent another picture of me in the same dress after some of the weight loss, but a very dear friend of mine gave me this dress.
Mm-hmm.
Because at my size at that time, I would never out and purchased this dress. And this picture that when I came home, I looked at the dress and I looked at my body, I looked at the dress, and I was like, there is no way that I'm ever going to wear this dress in public because I already imagined what it's going to look like on me. So I tried the dress on and I went in front of my mirror and I took that picture. And I was like, ew, no, I got to do something about this. I don't like how I look in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to do something about it.
And
So
so the picture on the other side is the result of you doing something about it?
yes, definitely. This was Christmas 2019. Because yeah, this was Christmas 2019, which was two and a half years
That's a half year.
after.
Oh, 2.5 years after you took the first picture of the picture in the black dress?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
So how does that point back to ChYoLi?
so getting there. And I had to go, I had to take everyone back to the beginning to show the transformation. So I had to do a few things in order to get to where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I had to change my lifestyle, which in turn changed my life. And that's where ChYoLi comes from. If you take the first two letters of changing your lifestyle will change your life. That's how I came up with ChYoLi. And it doesn't have to be about health and wellness and fitness. It's about everything in your life. If you change your lifestyle, if you change what you're doing,
Right.
your life is going to change.
Okay. Now, as it relates to this, and you're saying it doesn't really matter if we're using a physical change here, looking at
Yes.
your picture. Let me pull this one back up. Looking at these pictures, you in this black dress, you in this red dress, we're looking at a physical change here.
Yes. Yes.
And so you're saying, but this wasn't only a physical change, there was a whole lot more to this.
Yes, it was. I started taking pictures, and pictures is something that I never liked to take pictures of, like full body shots like that, because I was very self-conscious of the way I looked. And I guess it affected me mentally, but I didn't realize how much it affected me mentally until I started to look at the pictures that I took. And if I took pictures, it was never full body shots. It was always pictures from the chest up, and that was it.
Oh, okay. So in taking these pictures now and deciding, all right, so here I go. I'm going to I don't like what I see. So that's pretty much what you were saying when you were looking at these
Yeah.
pictures. I don't like what I see. Did it include I don't like who I am? Or is it I don't like what I do?
It was never about me personally.
Okay.
It was what excuse me, it was what I was looking at. And when I said it affected me mentally, it was about what other people thought of me. I never had any issues with who I knew I was, or who I thought I was. That was never the issue. But
So the issue was what you thought others thought of you
right.
while looking at you.
And I was too self-conscious and too embarrassed to ask.
Well, that kind of puts you in a little bit of a quandary here, because you're here at that point and you'd be assuming that people are saying one particular thing about you and they could have been saying something else, but yet still you're saying that you don't like what you think they're saying, though you never asked what they were saying.
Yeah,
You had
precisely.
a whole discussion in your head about this whole thing
Listen,
just by yourself.
yes, yes, I did. And every single topic, every single answer, wanted to hear.
Okay. So you started to change your life by changing your lifestyle, and a part of this included you getting physically fit.
Yes, yes,
And in getting physically fit, you you said you lucked out. You got a trainer and nutritionist in one. So
yes.
you're changing your lifestyle, being what you do physically and how you eat. What other changes were you making in this transition?
That's how it started with the being more active, doing things physically different, and eating.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started learning how to put myself first because my family can tell you I have I and I still go to work out with the same trainer
Okay.
because he taught me consistency and being persistent is what's going to make me succeed. So my family will tell you that I have days and times set aside for working out.
Mm.
And unless I cannot physically make it, he cannot physically make it, illness, something, I am not going to miss my workouts.
Nothing is standing in your way.
Nothing or no one. During COVID,
Mm-hmm.
they, and at the height of it, which was last spring to the summer,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to go crazy
Why?
because I couldn't go work out. I couldn't go and for those who know me, they know that I am sort of like obsessive compulsive about certain things. And that is one of the things that I obsess and I'm compulsive about. So what I started doing was the parks were closed and I tried doing stuff at home, but it wasn't the same. I still did it, but I didn't have the motivation. And I, um, I do have some physical, how do I put this, hindrance that
Mm-hmm.
prevents me from just going anywhere and exercising because for
Okay.
me, going to walk neighborhood involves either walking on asphalt
Mm-hmm.
or walking on concrete.
Okay. So that
I
didn't work for you.
it, I did it because I knew that I had to stay active, but it was very painful. I have arthritis, and in my knees, both of my knees, I have one of them. Let me correct that. One of them, I have zero cartilage. So when I move, when I walk, it's
Mm-hmm.
bone on bone, and it literally sounds like when you pour milk on Rice Krispie cereal. No kidding.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
And pop, pop, pop. So the other one, my other knee is getting to that point. So getting up and getting out and just walking around, I know that I had to do it and it
Mm-hmm.
was very painful. So I didn't do it as much as I needed to, but I persevered through the pain and I went out at least three times a week walking.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, I don't just walk around the block. I would track the distance on my phone, and sometimes I would be listening to music, or I'd be listening to a podcast, or I'd be listening to um, an audiobook, something to keep my mind off of what I was doing. And the next thing, I'd walk like 3 or 4 miles in one afternoon.
Okay. So that's getting in a good workout.
Yeah. But then the next day, when I got up, I felt it.
Mm.
You know, because the for those who are tuning in and who have arthritis, they will know that it is not something pleasant to deal with.
Right.
And one of the other reasons why I had to keep active is because if I sat down, it would be worse.
Okay. So this now becomes, this too was a part of your change in lifestyle, and you know, those listening in, you'd probably think, but this sounds more like a healthy love show than it does a community and finance show, and that's because there are thin lines between some of these things. The focus really is on ChYoLi, and just so that you have an understanding, ChYoLi is about changing your lifestyle, and as a result, changing your life. And who we have tonight, for those of you just tuning in, is the founder of ChYoLi, Althea Essue, and you know that name from her being a segment sponsor. In fact, this very segment that we're in is sponsored by Healing Heavenly Hands, which is Althea Essue's massage therapy business. She's a massage therapist. She comes to you I'm doing my ad spiel now. She comes to you.
Thank you.
If you're in Broward County, North Miami-Dade, South Palm Beach counties. She brings her table, her oils, her Healing Heavenly Hands. Go ahead and show those hands out there. Her Healing Heavenly Hands. And they are magical. Can I tell you? These hands are magical. Outside of paying her, she only asks that you get off her table and go sleep somewhere else, because those hands also put you to sleep. That massage just knocks you out. It's clean, smooth, out. So if you get that massage and you have a couch nearby, when she gets done with your massage, you'll either be partially asleep or dozing off. Just roll on off that table onto your couch, or wherever it is that you're going to be sleeping, that she can do that massage, because you're going to be done so relaxed that all you'll want to do is sleep. Now, is this massage therapy a part of ChYoLi? Is it a part of changing your life?
Yes, it's about to combine them. Now, ChYoLi is brand new business that I started.
Mm-hmm.
And how that got started is, one day I was working out, and one of my former clients came in.
Right.
And she wanted to come back because she had stopped doing what she was doing, and she put on a few pounds.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait a second. So that's what's going to happen when I stop working out, is I'm going to possibly go back to my old habits and putting on this weight that I worked to take off. I'm going to go back to eating unhealthy, where I'm going to start just reverse everything that I've done for the last 2.5 years. And it just popped in my head that, why don't you do this? You can do this.
When you say
so
this, What
Go
what
ahead.
what are you referring to when you say this?
This being a personal trainer, because I would watch him, the way he acted around clients, the way he treated me,
Right.
and I paid attention, and I started going, over in my mind. Ah, okay, so this is what you do, and I was just looking at it based on looking at the exercises that he was having me do.
Mm-hmm.
He started using terminology, medical terminology that I knew, because in order to be a massage therapist, you have to know about the body, and you
Okay.
have to know
Right.
about all the muscle groups, and you had to know about the muscular system, the circulatory system, the nervous system, the digestive system, all the systems in the body.
Wait, just to become a massage therapist?
Yes,
Well, all you're
I
doing is
kid you
rubbing
not.
some. All you're doing is rubbing some muscles.
Yeah, but I need to know, rubbing those muscles, what happens if you've had surgery and those muscles don't work the way they used to, they're supposed to work. And I'm supposed to be rehabilitating you to get back to where you were. I need to know which muscle is connected to which muscle, and if I can even massage you. The same anatomy and physiology, the same anatomy and physiology class
Mm-hmm.
that I had to take for massage therapist is what a medical student entering into medical school takes. They
Oh.
have to know about the body. They have to know about all the bones.
Mm-hmm.
You remember this, that the hip bone's connected to this bone, and this bone is connected to that bone.
Right. Right. Right.
Oh my gosh, I it just it I had it on my mind and I just lost the number. But we had to know every single bone and muscle and organ in the body as a massage therapist.
Wait, your
So
your your connection just went choppy a little bit. You had to know every bone, every muscle, and every tendon.
every tendon, every tissue, every joint, every single thing about how the body is, we have to know about as a massage therapist, because we're considered a medical professional, maybe not like a doctor or a nurse or somebody working in a hospital,
Mm-hmm.
but on the rehabilitative side.
Okay.
So, yeah, it just looks like massage therapists are just rubbing muscles, but if I'm massaging a client and I come across something that is not supposed to be there, like when I touch a client's shoulder, for example, right here,
Right.
and it's not supposed to feel as hard as a rock. It's not supposed to feel like I'm knocking on wood.
Well, if they pump iron, if they're bodybuilders, shouldn't it be that hard?
No, not necessarily. It's going to be dense, but when I'm rubbing across it, it's not supposed to have ripples in it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if I don't know what the muscular form is supposed to look like,
Right.
then how am I going to know when it's damaged or is diseased?
Mm.
If a person has, for instance, someone who is diabetic
Right.
and they come for a massage and they've taken insulin before their massage, what does insulin do to a diabetic? It lowers their blood sugar, right?
Okay. Yeah.
If they took their insulin before they come to me, their blood sugar is already lowered.
Mm-hmm.
Once I start doing that massage, the blood circulation is going to further lower their blood sugar. They can pass out on my table.
That is why you're so relaxed after you're done with one of your massages.
It really does. Um, your nervous system is relaxed, your circular system. Some clients get up and go to the bathroom right after a massage because the blood circulating through your body is what it's supposed to do to make your body function the way it's supposed to function.
Okay.
Some,
I can't recall getting up and going to the bathroom after a massage. All I can remember doing after a massage is waking up the next day.
okay, that means that I did my job. So back to how ChYoLi was created. So I'm like, all right, so if I do what he does, I can guarantee that I will stay in shape. That was the reason why I decided that I wanted to become a personal trainer, just to stay in shape.
Okay.
And then I women my age or women over 40 started coming to me and paying me compliments on. And this was like a year and a half years after I started on my health journey.
You said a year and a half after you started your health journey?
Yeah, I had people started coming to me because they were like, "You're still keeping the weight off." And I'm thinking to myself, what did y'all think? That this was a fad, that I was on a diet, that I was just going to lose it and then start going unhealthy eating habits and my being sedentary? No, this is a lifestyle change for me. I'm not going back there.
Mm.
And oh, how can we do this? And I started noticing that the majority of the individuals that were coming to me asking for my advice were women over 40.
Okay.
And these were women who have a family,
Mm-hmm.
either single mothers or wives. They were so busy taking care of everybody else, working, taking care of the family, cooking, driving the kids to the soccer games, taking care of even elderly parents. They were just out there doing everything for everybody else and neglecting themselves.
Right.
And for the ones who started families early, by the time they get into their 40s, the kids have, if they're not already grown and moved out of the house, whether it's moving out on their own or going off to college, they now have some time for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm teaching them to do is how to start putting themselves first and not waiting until they get to that stage where, like I was, where I went to, and not that I didn't want to do it, but at the time when it happened to me, I had to do it.
So,
And I'm
go
not
ahead.
just catering I'm not just providing my services to women over 40, because I have a family of 3 that to me and ask me, and their ages, they're all younger than 25.
You said you have a family of 3 that come to you that ask you what?
They ask me to train them and to
Okay.
help them get in shape.
All right.
And they're all 3 of them are under 25.
Okay.
So even though you may hear me say, your listeners may hear me say, um, women over 40, I am not limiting my services to just that particular age group.
So it's not just over 40 and it's not just women?
No, anybody, if you want to get in shape and you want to start eating healthier, I am available. I do, I will video video conferencing.
Mm-hmm.
I will come to you.
Mm-hmm.
I am not promoting group training as yet, only because I want to help one person at a time, and I want my services are personalized.
Okay. All right. Pause for a moment for me. When you say your services are personalized, what exactly are you saying? You're saying, all right, so my wife and I decide that we want to start working out, and we
Okay.
say, all right, let's call up Althea Essue. You know, she has this ChYoLi thing. She did her own work and has made transformations and such. So let's call her up and see what she can do for us. And so we come to you, husband and wife. You'd take us separately to work with us?
I will work with you as a couple, but you won't be doing the same exercises. You won't be eating the same, exactly the same thing. Because what I do before I agree to work with a client is we're going to sit down
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to have a discussion, and I'm going to find out, because you and your wife, you have two totally different body types.
Right.
First of all, male and female, different.
Mm-hmm.
Requirements, nutritional requirements are going to be different. Physical limitations are going to be different. The same exercises that you may be capable of doing, your wife may not be capable of doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so when I say that I offer personalized service, that's exactly what I mean. And that is why I'm staying away for now from the group training environment, because, yeah, I can get a whole lot of people to come in,
Mm-hmm.
but how effective am I going to be?
So the trade-off is quantity in numbers versus quality of program.
Yeah. And I got into this to make a difference, to change a life, to change one life at a time.
Okay, so
And if I do that, and I continue to inspire people, and I continue to help people transform their lives,
mm-hmm.
what do you think is going to happen? They're going to go out, and their friends, their family is going to see them, and they're going to want to know, hey,
What are you doing?
what's going on? What are you doing? Because I noticed that in my friend who referred me to this trainer. I've referred quite a few people to him over the last few years, and they have also had success. It's a family business, and
Mm-hmm.
both the owner and his the father, and it's a father-son business.
Okay.
They they have both agreed to mentor me.
Okay, so the very same persons that, and I pluralize that because it's a team business, the father and son business.
Yes,
So the very same ones that that played a role in your transformation are the
yes,
ones that have been guiding you through creating this business of your own.
yes.
Talk about a lifestyle change. So wouldn't you then be kind of taking business away from them?
Nope. Because there are so many unhealthy individuals who are, number one, eating themselves to death,
Mm.
and number two, sitting on the couch and dying. Only work with clients.
Wait, say that again. You broke up.
No, I
After
there's so many
sitting away,
sitting on the
wasting away
couch,
their lives.
sitting on the couch,
Yeah,
yeah, and dying on the couch.
yeah,
They can only help so many clients at a time.
got you. So again, the objective is healthier individuals, not necessarily a healthier bank account.
No, that will come. If I do what I'm doing with the integrity and the right mindset,
Mm-hmm.
the money will come.
All
I
right.
have no doubt.
So let's go back to setting up a structure. You said you personalize the training for the individual. So here we go back to using the scenario of my wife and I. So we come to
Yes.
you, we said, okay, Althea, we want to start on this program. What can you do for us? We're having to sit down. What are some of the things that you need to find out from us? What are some of the things that we'll be looking at in order to get started on this program?
Okay, so, and even though it's a husband and wife, I get permission from each of them, excuse me, to share, for them to share this, because just because you're husband and wife doesn't mean that you're comfortable in saying certain things in front of each other. So that's the first thing I do is I get permission, and I'm going to be asking you some personal questions. Do I have your permission? Do I have each of your permission to do I have your permission to discuss this in front of your husband? And to the husband, do I have your permission to discuss this in front of your wife? And I did this with the family that they live together.
Yeah.
And they're looking at me like, why are you asking permission? I don't live with you. Therefore, I don't want to intrude, and I don't want to ask a question. And you're like, okay, I'm not going to say this because I don't want my wife to know about it, or I don't want my husband to know about it.
Huh. Does this come with a counselor's certification too? Because that sounds like
I'm
some
working on
problem.
that.
That sounds like some problems in the works.
I'm working on getting a health coach certification.
Wow. Because when you ask if you need to get permission to be disclosing and discussing certain things with a couple or in a family setting, then which you would think that they would know, they would be the ones to know everything about the ones around them. If you get into the point where you're saying, well, I need to get permission for this because I'm not sure if you want to discuss these things with or in front of.
Right. And if they say no, I will respect their wishes. And at that point,
But they say
now
no.
it
If they say
becomes,
no, then it causes a problem with the partner or the other family members. And now they need counseling. They need therapy for that. They need couples therapy.
that's between them, because what happens if I come out and ask them and then they're like, they don't want, it's still going to create an issue.
Well, good point.
And,
Which is why you
and
should have a counselor's therapist certification too.
no, I can't do everything. No, I can't do all of that. I'll do my part,
Yes.
and I'll refer them to my therapist.
Oh, so you have one on speed dial.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes.
See, that right there is networking, right? If I've heard networking, that is networking right there.
And I'm going to tell you why. I will not go to a therapist who doesn't have a therapist.
Got you.
Yes, my therapist has a therapist.
That makes sense.
And the reason why I continue to go to my personal trainer is I need to be an example to the people that are coming to me, to show them, hey, I am not going to ask you to do something that I haven't already done.
Are you done with your transformation?
Nope. Are you?
Oh, I'm ever evolving.
Thank you. So am I. And how am I going to expect someone to come to me and have the respect for the respect level that I demand if I am not living and leading by example?
So, going back to walking us through the process, you do the little disclosure thing.
Yes.
Where do you go from there?
Find out, okay, so what part of your body is it that you want to work on? I have clients that tell me, okay, I want to tone up my arms. I want to tone up my abs. I want my legs, whatever part of the body. And I take those notes. Each client has a profile sheet that I create.
Right.
And, okay, if they want to lose weight, I want them to give me a number. You want to lose 20 pounds? You want to lose 30 pounds? You want to lose 50 pounds? Okay, how long do you think realistically that it will take you to lose this weight? And I write all of that stuff down because it's coming from them. I'm not going in and saying that because I'm the trainer, I know what they want. I want them to tell me what they want me to help them accomplish.
Right.
So I write that down, and then we take it a step further. There's a contract that I have them sign, and it's called a behavioral contract.
Oh, okay.
No, do not come into this and waste my time. I have other people that I need to help.
I like how you put that. There are other people that you have to help.
Yes. And I ask them to keep, if it's somebody that wants to change their eating habits, I provide them with a food diary and ask them to put everything down and be as honest as possible. List everything that you eat on a daily basis for 7 days. And that way I can see, because if they're eating healthy, but they're not losing weight, it may be what they're eating, and they may have an underlying circumstance, a disease or something that they don't know about. And at that point, I have to refer them to their physician and if they have not had a physical within the last 6 to 12 months,
Right.
they need to go get one to make sure that they're able to exercise and that they're able to change their eating habits, because I don't want someone coming to me and having an accident, having an incident that could have been prevented had they had medical clearance. I will not do that.
You it's not that someone calls you up and says, "Okay, I want to start working out." We're taking some steps to get to the point where you actually work out. This is just the first meeting, so there's a personal disclosure when it comes to information being shared. If it's just if it's a family, a small family, or if it's a couple that's coming to you, there's disclosure in the discussion to get preliminary information. Then you're talking about disclosure of medical information also. Not so that not to say that you're being inquisitive and inquiring about their health in a sense to, as we in Jamaican parlance say, fast. But you're using their current health situation to help to direct you in working with them on their fitness plan?
Yes, because there's a consent form, and I ask them about their blood pressure. I ask them about their cholesterol. I don't ask for numbers. I ask them when was the last time you had a physical,
Okay.
and if someone comes to me and they said, okay, they're taking high blood pressure medicine, they're taking cholesterol medicine, they're taking medicine for heart disease. Based on the training that I got, the
Right.
next thing I need to do is hand them a medical clearance form that if I don't get that signed off from a by their physician, not a doctor, by their physician, saying that it's okay for them to do this activity, to do exercise, and if it's limited to what they can do, it needs to be stated on that consent. And if I don't have that on file, I am not putting myself in that position. Somebody had a heart attack 2 months ago, and their doctor tells them that they need to lose weight, they need to change what they eat. But that trainer does not have medical clearance from that physician. And something were to happen to that client, that trainer now becomes liable.
Negligent?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So there's a whole lot more to this ChYoLi thing than
And it's not a ChYoLi thing, it's just ChYoLi.
okay. There's a whole lot more to ChYoLi than calling you up and saying you want to train. It is so wait, let me ask this. How many forms are we talking about going through in this first sit down?
It depends. And that's why I said I offer personalized service. It depends on, there's some general questions that I ask off the top. How is your health? What's your blood pressure range? When was the last time you had your cholesterol checked? Do you have, does diabetes run in your family? There's a list of questions that I ask,
Heart
and
disease,
depending,
respiratory disease.
right, you know, there's, depending on the answers to those questions, it may, I ask, describe to me what a typical day diet, a typical day of eating looks like for Kevin. You'll tell me you wake up in the morning, you have a boiled egg, you have a slice of toast, you have a fruit, you have some almond milk with whatever. Then you don't eat again till 8 or 9 o'clock that night before you do the show. I'm like, wait a second, what happens to in between?
Right.
You're starving your body.
Yes.
That's why I asked for that food diary. If you say that you eat a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for breakfast, then at 8 o'clock, and then again at 10:30, you're having a Coke and
Fries.
see, yeah.
Nuggets.
And then for lunch, you go to a fast food place, and then in the afternoon, you're having another soda, and then for dinner, you're sitting down at 8 o'clock after running around, doing everything, getting the kids' homework done, getting the meetings out of the way, and you're sitting down to a steak, potatoes,
And some other sugary beverage.
right, high fructose corn syrup. Oh, I don't like that terminology, but that's for healthy love. But that's why I need to know what your current diet consists of so that I can make recommendations.
So, overall, generally speaking, you're talking about having how many disclosure forms and that well, disclosure and permission forms. About how many, not to say that any one person coming in will have to fill out all of these forms or use all of these forms or any. How many do you have off the top of your head available to you?
What do you mean? How many forms do I have available to me?
Yeah, worst
I
case
have them
scenario.
all.
How many is all?
Um,
Worst case scenario, a person comes in and has to do the majority of the forms. About how many forms you're talking about? You're looking at here.
at that point, once I there's a total of, I'm going to say maybe about 20 forms altogether. But
Wow.
as a person with a conscience, if you're starting to fill out form after form after form, I'm going to be like, whoa, time out. Something's going on here. And I don't think that we can move forward just yet until, because with these forms,
Yes.
it gives you instructions to do once the form is completed, and you cannot go until certain requirements are met. So right now, the clients that I have, they have, one of them have 3 forms on file.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones have 2.
Okay.
The behavioral contract
Mm-hmm.
and uh, the food diary,
Okay.
because they were able to prove that they've had a physical within 12 months. Most people don't go to the doctor more than once a year if they don't have anything seriously, any serious
Right.
illnesses that needs attention.
Regular medical attention, right?
Right. Doesn't mean I'm not going to ask the questions. So no, if I have a potential client that comes to me and they're filling out form after form after form, there comes a point I'm going to say, hold on a second, because I'm a person of integrity,
Mm-hmm.
and I will not knowingly take on someone who has to fill out every single form that I have. And some of the forms are assessment forms.
Mm.
So, say, to see if somebody who has been sedentary, meaning that they haven't moved in a while,
Right.
but they want to do certain exercises, I need to see what level of that exercise that I'm able to perform with this person, because they may have been an athlete and they may have had an injury.
Mm.
And after rehab and their doctor has cleared them working out again,
Yes.
I may not need to take the steps to get them back to the condition that they were in pre-injury. So I need to see, okay, can you do a push-up for me?
Mm.
All right. I had to do this with a client last week, that she kept complaining that the exercises are too easy. So when I upped it and had her do another exercise, she couldn't do it. She goes,
Right.
"Oh my God, that's hard."
Right.
She thought that the exercises I was having her do were too easy, not realizing that her body wasn't used to it. So I have to slowly build up that resistance, slowly build up the muscle before I get to move on to another
The next bit of
exercise.
exercise. Okay, so that's where the assessment. So you're okay. So you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a personal trainer and constantly assessing. One of the things that is standing out to me here is that at each step of the way, as you go along, you are one assessing, but even before doing that, you are in the process of doing that, you have at the top of the list a medical history. So it's not like someone goes to the park to work out and sees somebody looking fit. They're also working out and says, okay, you look like you work out. Can you train me? Can we meet up here and train together every so often? You know, how often do you come here? Can we do this? That is not the kind of thing that you're talking about.
No, and I want to share a story really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this on one of on a TV show about one of the judges. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but there was this gentleman who went to the gym. According to what he was saying, he went to the gym 5-6 days a week, and he worked out. He was in great physical health.
Okay.
You know, he ate healthy. He worked out. But he was not a certified trainer.
Mm.
And that scenario that you just mentioned, that happened to him. And, you know, a nice looking young man, nice body, attracted a lot of females.
Right.
And he started to train them. Majority of them got what they wanted. He was able to transform them. And however, this one particular female, he had her doing this exercise, and because he was not properly trained, he was not formally or properly trained, he did not know that, and he didn't ask the questions. He didn't realize that she had a previous injury.
Mm.
And he had her do what is called a lunge, and the muscle literally separated from, she said she heard when something popped.
Mm.
And she could not move. She was literally paralyzed in pain. She could move.
Oh, wow.
She had to be rushed to the emergency room. And after $300,000 worth of medical bills later,
Oh, jeez.
she's able to walk with a cane. So you know what she did? She sued him.
But she had this injury just from exercise? Just from a lunge?
Just from that, yeah, what, because he wasn't, she said that he was on his cell phone. He wasn't paying attention. It was negligence. And number one, he wasn't trained. He was not certified to train anybody. He was just doing it because he was in shape.
And those are the things
And
that
he just thought,
he did to get in shape.
right. This is a man. You don't have a woman unless that woman is in excellent physical condition. You don't have them doing the same exercises as a man who is fit. Same thing with a man. You don't have a man who's getting off his couch,
Mm-hmm.
coming to you, and you're doing exercises that somebody has been doing for 2 or 3 years.
Right, right.
And the lady sued him for her medical bills. The judge awarded her twice that amount.
Because he should have been certified.
He had not been certified, and it was just plain negligent. The judge kept, and I'm sitting here and I'm seeing everything in my mind playing out over and over and over and over. He had nothing that said that he was a personal trainer.
But
he didn't have a business established. He didn't have liability insurance. He didn't have anything that said he went to school and learned the body. None of that.
So an individual picking up the phone and reaching out to you, or jumping on social media, whichever means, sending an email, whatever, coming to you, first thing first, they should not expect the very next day to
No,
be working out.
no. That's not how I operate. Maybe they have had experiences with other trainers or other individuals who are in business that does that,
Hmm.
and that's not how I operate, and that is not how my business is going to operate. And I have to think about the safety and the well-being of my potential clients first.
So, if somebody wants to get started with you, because you know, I have a couple of videos here of you working out. Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, you did mention that you were in the military. I have a picture here of you in this military
Okay. So,
uniform. So this picture was of you prior to your
mm,
30 years of banking?
yes. So, no, not the picture. So, I'm going to explain this picture. Last Veterans, I was going. I don't remember how I came across my uniform, but this is the uniform that I wore when I was in the service in 1985. 85, 86, end of 85, beginning of 86.
Say what now?
This uniform this is what I graduated basic training in. So yes, it was 1986. February 1986, this was the same uniform that I wore, graduated from basic training in.
And you took this picture when?
Last year, November, Veterans Day last year.
Wow. So there was this black dress picture,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is this picture of you in a uniform that you wore some 30 plus years ago.
Yes, and the picture in the red, I'm actually smaller here than I was in the picture in the red dress.
So the picture in the uniform, you're smaller than this picture here in the red
The
dress?
picture, yes, because this was Christmas. The picture in the red dress
Yes.
was Christmas
20 when?
2019.
And this was Veterans Day 2020.
Yes.
Wow. I have a couple of videos here of you working out, doing a couple of exercises here. Um, you really getting it in.
Yeah, and this is only a few shots.
You really get it in.
And if you see the knee, I have to wear braces.
Right, I see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I do this 3-4 days a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, this is not a 1 day a week thing. I have 3 scheduled days that I go to work out, and I have a scheduled date and time. And if I can make it in another 1 or 2 days
Yeah.
during the week, just to do some cardio, whether I'm on the bike or the elliptical or the treadmill,
Hmm.
I still go to get it in, because in order for me to stay active, I am not fortunate enough to just go walking somewhere. So I have to do it in a controlled environment.
Wow. You know, I'm not that guy. I get up, I go play a little ball. I try to I used to play ball every week, and COVID came along, so I'm now getting back into that. So I'm 2 weeks strong into that, and I would do a little walking here and a little walking there, a little jump rope here, a little jump rope there.
You know,
But this is
I went.
a whole another level.
Do you have the boxing one?
Um, I want people to go to your social media to see that.
Okay. All right. That's my favorite. And it's like I don't do the same exercises. I can go work out three on my three scheduled days, and I will
Hmm.
not do the same exercise twice
So
in
people
1 week.
signing up with you can expect the same thing.
Expect the same thing because what I do is based on what based on what you tell me that you want to work on. So say you want to build up your arms
Hmm.
and you want to get a flatter, you want your midsection to be flat and ripped and you want to have a six pack.
Hmm.
I literally sit there before each workout and if I have time, I'll do it days ahead of time and write out the workout that you're going to do. So your workout will not be the same. I can train you and your wife together,
Right.
but you will have exercises that you're doing because I'm quite sure that unless the two of you have identical bodies and
Hmm.
have the same issues that you want to correct,
Hmm.
you're going to be doing different exercises. And I will write out the exercise for each individual based on what they want to work.
Gotcha.
That's where the personal trainer comes in. Because, like I said before, I offer personalized service just like with my massage therapy business. I come to you.
Okay, so you work me out, you put me in pain, then you can give me a massage to soothe my muscles. I
Yeah, in a
think
day or two, not right afterwards.
okay, cool. I can work with that, but in a day or two is another day for it's time for another session of working out.
Right. And once you work out, you may not need that massage to soothe the aching muscles.
Got you. I can dig
If
it.
you
I can dig it. I think
if
you have this
if
worked out.
if you want to take if you want to take the weekend and be like, all right, I was so good to myself. My arms are still tight. They're still a little achy, but I'm not doing anything this weekend and I want to take care of myself. I want to do self-care and self-love. Let me just call up Althea and have her come give me a massage.
All right. So
I can do that.
so little one-stop shop. ChYoLi, the one-stop shop. Massage therapy, personal training. Uh, Give us the contact information, the social media, the email. Tell us how people can get in touch with you.
Okay, so social media is ChYoLi Fitness on Facebook, ChYoLi on Facebook. I am in the process of creating creating a YouTube channel under the business name as well, ChYoLi Fitness. And Instagram, I'm still under my personal name because I'm in the process of converting all of the most of my personal information over to the business. I still do post my videos on my Instagram page. I've
Hmm.
started posting them on I'm sorry, on Instagram. I'm Miss Thealater, MSThealater.
Hmm.
That's how you can reach me on Instagram. And you will find most of the majority of my videos there.
Including the boxing one.
Um, yes, including the boxing. And on Facebook, you will find them at Althea Essue and on ChYoLi. So, and soon, Facebook, YouTube, and within the next 90 days or less, my website, which will be ChYoLiFitness.com. Phone number 954-655-9000. Email address for now is thealater@att.net, and I will be keeping everyone updated as as my contact information updates, because remember, this is a brand new business that I'm starting.
Yes.
And I was going to wait until I had all of this stuff in place so that I could say, oh, yeah, you can go to my website and do this. I already have contact information, so why not use that until I can get everything converted over to the contact, and you still reach the person.
Right. So it again, here we go. We're changing the lifestyle and changing the life. And so your current information for the same way people can reach you for a massage therapy is the same way they can reach you for personalized fitness training,
Yes.
which is turns out to be a whole overall experience, because you're looking at how an individual eats and how they go through their day, whether they have a sedentary lifestyle or not. You're looking at how they exercise, if they currently exercise. You're looking at medical history. I said that already? I think I said it already. I can't emphasize it enough. You're looking at medical history, surgeries, injuries, the whole person, in order to transform this person.
Yes, because that was what was done for me, and I'm just paying it forward.
Nice. Well, Althea, I am looking forward to hearing more about what is happening with ChYoLi. I'm looking forward to hearing more of the success stories coming out. From there, you and I speak quite frequently, and and as such, again, congratulations to you on this new move. ChYoLi, change your lifestyle, change your life. And we're looking to make this a household name also. You know, so once people start thinking, boy, you know, I need to work out, they need to be calling Althea. Because you know, after you're sore, the weekend can come and you can chill out and get a massage. I think you planned this whole thing, you know. I think you planned this whole thing.
And so what if it's working, isn't it?
I can't argue with that at all.
Hey, like I said at the beginning, multiple income streams.
Yes.
And I am not taking people's money without giving them results. And if I cannot help somebody to achieve those results, that's where networking comes in. If I am not able to help you, I'm not just going to throw you to the side. I'm not just going to kick you to the curb. I am going to get you to someone who is able, if they're not able to help you, they'll be able to guide you or direct you down the right path.
Nice. I like that network. I like
each one teach one, each one helps one.
Perfect. Listen, thank you for taking the time out to share off your business with us tonight on Community and Finance. Again, you know, thank you for your input too. Thank you for sponsoring. You usually tend to be more vocal on healthy love, and now we can see why. Those who didn't know before can see why it is that you tend to be more vocal in healthy love. But overall, thank you very much. And it's all about supporting the business. So let's go ahead and support the business. ChYoLi. Get familiar with it. ChYoLi. Change your lifestyle. Change your life. Hit up Althea. Althea Essue is her name, 954-655-9000. You can talk to her about massage therapy. You can talk to her about personal training. You can email her at thealater@att.net. Look her up on social media. Miss Thea Later on Instagram. On Facebook, it's Althea Essue, and it's ESSUE, just like it's spelling issue, but just with an E. And boom, bang, bing, you're connected. After the races, you go. Althea, thank you very much. I'm gonna jump into a little commercial break. Say goodbye to those on Facebook Live. Finish up with musical therapy on the affiliate stations. Thanks to the affiliates once again. Island Worldwide, NIE Radio, One Harmony Radio, ClintonLindsay.com, the Foundation Radio Network, WGLRO, Pulse Media Group, PMG TV. Thank you very much. Truly appreciate, love you all. We'll take a quick little break when we come back. Musical therapy. And Althea, thank you very much again. Have yourself a great night. All right.
Thank you, you as well, and thanks to everyone who tuned in. And once things change, more changes, I will be notifying everyone. Thank you for this opportunity, and I'm waiting for you to give me that call for that complimentary workout.
Oh, the call is coming. The call is coming. Don't worry. The call is coming. All right.
Okay. And I'm going to I'm going to record it. But I'm gonna give you the opportunity to post it on social media if you want to.
We didn't say all that. No, come on. You gotta show me up like that.
I'm gonna record it and then hand it to you. You have the recording rights.
Okay. All right. We can work with that.
Okay.
All right. Have yourself a great night.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
We'll be right back, folks.
Pulse Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
It takes an entire village to raise a child. Hello, I'm Paul Campbell, here to talk about Palace. Peace and Love Academic Scholarship. This non-profit group supports students facing serious obstacles from entering or continuing their studies, not because the grades are failing, but due to the lack of financial support.
Over the past 8 years, Palace has awarded 600 scholarships valued at approximately 50.3 million Jamaican dollars, or 415,000 US dollars.
Together, we must build a better future for our children. Please visit www.palace1.org and make your donation to brighten the future of a deserving child. Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
Yes, my people, check out I Red Funks on Reggae Global Radio every Saturday at 8 p.m. with Kev Stew, where I'll give you a pre-life, brand new, good for you. Kick it like a ball if you don't say a dance song, you hear that?
Hey yo, this is Carman to let you know that right about now you are logged on to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. Don't move.
What we're gonna do? Oh boy, when you're gonna come? Where you want me, baby? Why I can't get enough of your love? What we're gonna do? Oh boy, when you're gonna come? Where you want me, baby? I can't get enough of your love. Why you love me so? You won't ever let me go. Won't let me go. Won't let me go. Our love continues to flow. Over and over it goes. Like milk and honey, we flow. Now that we're talking on the line, I wanna know what, where, when, and why. Maybe I'm not gonna be shy. I wanna know all the reasons why. I wanna know, just gotta know what we're gonna do. Oh boy,
the track is called What You Gonna Do.
Where you want me, baby?
The voice of Empress Unique. Brand new music from her.
What we're gonna do. Oh boy, when you're gonna come?
Yeah man, I like this. Good question, what you gonna do? You're gonna call up ChYoLi, change your lifestyle and change your life. When you change that lifestyle, you just go ahead and bring your love on in.
It's too much pressure.
This is Glenn Washington.
Just bring your love on in. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I know I've never been this way before. I can't believe I find myself wanting for more. And even though we are origin from different worlds, I can't control this thing I feel. I want you for my girl. And I'm the one who always needs the best things out of life. I visualize myself with 2 kids and wife. Heaven must have sent you here. You mean the world to me. You've got the kind of love I need to set my spirit free. 'Cause when we feel it's too much pressure, just bring your love on in.
Some really sexy music.
When we feel
coming out of the Reggae Global Entertainment Studios.
bring your love on in.
Nice.
Just do it, baby. Just do it, baby.
This one here is courtesy of G-Mac. His rendition of Kissing You. Yes, my yacht.
Thinking of you, that's all I seem to do. When you're not here, I long to hold you near. Maybe this time, together we must spend. Holding you close, taking time to let you know. Tonight's the night we will share. Turn off the lights, come close to me. Tell me I'm all you ever need. Tell me it's not just a dream. And if it is, my heart believes that you are mine, and this is real. Loving you all through the night. Share my love. It will be all
Supporting vocals
together.
provided by
Kissing you.
SDS member Shauna Dazzle.
Share my love. It will be alright.
It'll be alright.
Hey, baby. Oh, baby. Got my magic love, your love.
This is the sound of Mr. Lee Kelly.
Abracadabra, form of a bitter rule. Add a little candlelight in the scent of your sweet perfume.
It's called Magic.
Hocus pocus, now you're in the cute little dress that I like. Don't lose focus of what I'm about to show you tonight. I can do magic, whoa. One snap of a finger, girl, I'll perform a trick on you.
4 minutes at the top of the hour, 4 minutes before I get out of here. I want to thank you, each and every one, for tuning in.
Girl, all you gotta do is
Inviting you all to join me again come tomorrow.
baby.
Healthy Love Night, 10 p.m. Eastern, same time, same place, yeah?
I ain't no psychic, but I know just what you need, girl. You don't have to write it, just looking at your body I can't read, yeah.
As we get on out of here, I want to remind you, look out for members of your community.
Want you bad, girl.
People that you pass along the way, these are members of your community. It's not just defined by the borders, physical lines. No, your community spreads far and wide. People you pass on the bus, the plane, the boat, the train, whether you walk, ride, or drive.
Anything you want,
These are members of your community. Do something good for one of them today.
all you got.
You never know who's gonna do something good for you tomorrow.
Baby, I can do magic. I'll make your home disappear. I don't know where to room will appear. Oh, yeah. Next thing you know, it's you and me. Ooh, baby girl, still leave. Baby, you see what I'm about to do. Yeah. If all your wishes come true. All right. Take my hand, there goes your toe. This is something you should know. One snap of a finger, girl. I'll perform a trick on you. Anything you want me to do. I can do magic, magic. All you gotta do is in the light, baby. 'Cause I can do magic.
This is how I leave you tonight. The son of Miss Annette Brissett. It's called My Everything.
Because I know
I want to be able to use my arms to hold you. So I probably need to call up ChYoLi. Althea, I'm going to give you a call so I can build up my arms too. I want my guns to look like yours.
what can I need? You are
good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world from right here in South Florida. This is DJ Kevin Stew saying, listen, I'll catch you later. Deuces.
These arms are made for hugging, baby, and you fit right in. Come winter, summer, autumn, spring, you're my kind of man. You are everything to me, a girl would ever need. You fill my day with joy and laughter. What more can I need? You are, yes, you are my everything, baby. You are, yes, you are my everything, my everything, you are my everything, yes, you are. Say I'd like to hold you in my arms, hold and make you mine, because I know that when you're with me, everything will be fine. You are everything to me, a woman ever needs. You fill my day with joy and laughter. What more can I need? You are, I know, my, yes, you are.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The night shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.